Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard back here with another Wi-Fi battle. Exciting day today because, as promised, I do have another new team for you guys, which we will get into in just 1 second here. But our first match with that team today is going to be against Bits, a random person offline. So yeah, there is our team on the left there, once again comprised entirely of new Generation 9 Pokemon. So real quick from top to bottom, we have the Oinkologne Mono Normal type, the Pawmot, one of two first ever dual type electric fighting from this generation. Then we have the Tentacruel variant, kind of sort of Toedscruel, that is dual type ground grass. Then we have the Bombardier that is dual type flying dark. We have the Iron Moth, the kind of sort of new Volcarona variant that is dual type fire poison. And finally, we have the Goldango that is dual type steel ghost. So looking at the opponent's team, it looks to be pretty interesting actually. A good combination of power and originality there, which is what I like. So not much time to decide what to lead with here, but I think we're actually going to go for the Toedscruel. And we'll see how that works out. And as a quick side note, actually, I believe this is actually the first full team of 6 that I've created without a water type on it. So kind of little fun fact there. So yeah, hopefully it fares well for us, as he is going to go ahead and lead with the Mabostiff, as we led with the Toedscruel. So he is going to get the Intimidate to cut our attack. Not really going to matter since we're a special attacker. I'm not really sure what this thing is capable of, to be honest. So I don't know if we want to stay in on this thing. I know it does get coverage for us, but will he be packing it? I don't know. I think we're going to try and make the safe play and just switch directly into the Bombardier here, right off the cuff, and see what he wants to do. He could definitely switch out himself, but no, it looks like he's probably staying in. We are going to go ahead and go straight to the Bombardier. It does resist his stab move, as he goes for a body slam, which is interesting. That is going to do a lot of damage, taking us down by a little over half of the critical hit, and he gets the para too, so that's actually really unfortunate for us, as then we get some HP back with the leftovers. So that's a really bad first turn for us, a crit and a para, so that's bad news. I think we're going to go ahead and try to set up a Stealth Rock on this thing. I think that's the best we can do here, so that's what we're going to do, as he goes for the play rough, and we're just not going to be able to tank that at all. So we're going to lose Bombardier and go down to 5 early, so that is a really unfortunate turn of events for there. I think if not for the crit, we definitely could have survived an attack. If not for the para, we may have outsped him, so that is really bad. So we're going to have to try and turn that around. We're going to go ahead and come in with the Pawmot. So we should be outspeeding this thing, so we're just going to go straight for a close combat here and see what he wants to do, as he's going to go ahead and Terrasilize, so that's interesting. What is he going to go into? Hopefully not a ghost type. It's going to be a fairy type. Okay, so that is actually bad news for us. That is pretty bad news for us, honestly. So yeah, he's going to go into a fairy type. We're going to hit him with a close combat, and it's not going to do too much, unfortunately. Take him down by about a third, as we do take defense drops, and he's going to go for a Psychic Fangs, which is going to knock us all the way down to our Focus Sash, but of course we do survive because of it. So I believe this thing does get Sucker Punch. I'm not 100%, but it might. So I think we know we outspeed him, so I think the best thing we can do right now is actually go ahead and pop our vaunted Revival Blessing. So we're going to do that, as he doesn't go for that. We do outspeed him. Go for the Revival Blessing here. And this is a brand new move this generation, which only a select few Pokemon get access to, so it allows us to revive a downed Pokemon, which is going to be our Bombardier. So we revive that, which is great. He's going to go for another Psychic Fang here, and of course that's going to be enough to finish us off and knock us down to 5 once again. So yeah, we're having a tough time with this Mabostiff here. But the only good thing is that he did burn his Terra, so that's positive, as we're going to go ahead and come in with our Iron Moth. So I think we're actually just going to go ahead and go straight for a Sludge Wave here. We're choice Scarf, so we know we should outspeed him. I don't think we need the extra power from the Terra to take him out, so we're just going to go for that straight away. He does stay in, and Sludge Wave will be enough to get rid of that Mabostiff from there and knock him down to 5. So that is definitely good news for us. That thing definitely gave us more of a hassle than I would have liked, but it is out of the way, so that is a good thing. So we'll see what he wants to bring in response. And he is definitely thinking about this one. And he may not realize we're choice yet, which is good, since we do naturally outspeed the Mabostiff with the Iron Moth. So that's always good if we could keep that under wraps as long as possible. So what is it gonna be? He is really heavily considering this one, that's for sure. He doesn't have, if I remember correctly on the team preview, he doesn't have a really ideal switch to this thing, since Iron Moth's move pool is very wide. But he's going to go ahead and come in with the Brute Bonnet, so that's actually really fine. This thing is a Grass Dark type, so you know what? I think we're going to go ahead and pop our Terastallization here to get that extra power on the Sludge Wave, and we're just going to stay in, and Sludge Wave, because why not? As there we go, going to use our Terra and go ahead and transform our Iron Moth into a pure Poison type, getting that extra attack boost for the Sludge Wave, which is of course great for us. And so, of course, we're going to outspeed this thing. Going to go for the Sludge Wave again. And will it be enough? Yes, it will be enough to go ahead and one-shot that Brute Bonnet outright and knock him down to 4. So that's pretty incredible. That is a potential problem out of the way there. So, yeah, that is good news for us, obviously. So we'll see what he wants to bring in response. And it is going to be the Mouse Hold. So we know this thing is going to outspeed us. So we could stay in and Sludge Wave this thing if we really want to. However, he could potentially be Focus Sash or something. So I think what we're actually going to want to do here is we're just going to switch directly into the Goldango, make the safe play here, save the Iron Moth for later. And so yeah, that's what we're going to do. So there it is, and he's going to go for the Super Fang, and he's actually, it is not going to affect us, so, because we're Ghost type, obviously, so that is obviously great for us, as I think, what do we want to do here? I think the best course of action, I mean, we don't want to make any risky predictions right now, I think, so we're actually just going to go straight for the Make It Rain. I think that's the best thing. We are choice specs, so it should hit something hard. He's actually going to stay in and Water Pulse, which is an interesting play. Not going to do too much of anything to us. He's going to go ahead and take the Make It Rain, choice specs. Turns out he's not Focus Sash, which is nice. It does cut our special attack, but it is going to get rid of that Mouse Hold and knock him down to 4. So that is pretty nice for us. Definitely an unorthodox move there, did not help him out. So now he's going to go ahead and come in with the Chen Pao. Got the Sword of Ruin to lower our defense. And so we don't want to get taken out by this thing. So what do we want to switch into it is the question. And unfortunately, I think the best thing we can do at this point is probably just switch in with the Bombardier, which will more than likely be a fodder switch. So that is what we're going to do. We want to get the Goldango out of there, save it for later. So I'm going to go ahead and come in with the Bombardier once again, freshly revived, as he does go for the crunch, and we can actually survive a crunch there with 18 HP in the red, which is nice. And yeah, we're going to regain some HP with the leftovers as, yeah, he did take some life orb damage there, so he is life orb, so that's good to know. But unfortunately, we're kind of in a situation where Bombardier is going to be the sacrificial lamb once again here, which does kind of suck. I think the best thing we can do is just go for a sucker punch, so that's what we're going to do. He actually doesn't go for it, so we're able to get some chip damage off there, which is nice, but he is just going to go for an ice spinner. Which will be more than enough to knock our poor Bombardier out for the second time this game, and knock us down to 4 as he is going to take some life orb recoil. So I think we have a couple different options here about what we want to do. We can't really come in with the Toedscruel or the Goldengo. We won't survive a hit. We might survive a hit with the Goldengo, but probably not. Definitely won't with the Toedscruel. We could go into Iron Moth and bank that he doesn't have Sucker Punch, so I think that's what we're going to do, because I feel like if he had Sucker Punch, he would have went for it on the Bombardier just to clear it out. So we're going to come back in with the Iron Moth, and we are just going to hope that he doesn't have Sucker Punch, and we're going to go for a Sludge Wave here. So, yeah, or hope that if he has it, he doesn't go for it. But he does have Sucker Punch, and we are able to tank it with 8 HP in the red, which is incredible. He takes Life Orb damage. We're going to go for the Sludge Wave again here, and that is going to go ahead and finish that Chen Pao off and knock him down to, I believe, 3. So Iron Moth really putting in the work here, really saving this game for us, carrying this game on its back, which is incredible for us. So, yeah, you love to see that. So we're going to see now he's going to go ahead and come in with the Quaquaval. So we have a little bit of a choice to make here. I don't believe this thing gets priority, but at the same time, yeah, I think the best course of action we can do, I don't know that we can one-shot this thing, but I think our only hope is to actually just go for the Sludge Wave here and hope that we can, so that's what we're going to do. We know we outspeed because we're Scarf, so we got the extra boosted power Sludge Wave incoming here, and it is actually going to be enough to go ahead and one-shot the Quaquaval and knock him down to 2, so that is incredible. Iron Moth just absolutely carrying this one, as now he's going to come in with the Earthworm. Definitely realizes that we're Choice at this point, and unfortunately we can't stay in on this matchup being Choice, so we are definitely going to have to get out of here. What do we want to come in with to face the Earthworm? I think, what do we want to bring in against the Earthworm? I think it's going to be, unfortunately, we don't have, I think Goldengo is really the only switch here. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and bring the Goldengo back in here. So there it is. And he is going to go for a Heavy Slam, so not going to do much of anything to us, as we do resist it, and we are max HP invested. So he's got the Earthworm, and he's got the... I believe the Mousehold left, I want to say, I think. Or no, the Earthworm is the last Pokemon. What am I talking about? Okay, so, yeah, I think knowing that, we're just going to go for a Shadow Ball. So we actually do outspeed this thing. Going to hit him with a Choice Specs Shadow Ball, and that's just going to go ahead and one-shot the Earthworm outright. And, yeah, that is game. So... we are going to get a 4-0 victory there over Bits, but that was a fun match, I thought. Pretty intense, pretty good one, actually. Definitely didn't start out very well for us, but we were able to turn it around in a big way thanks to that Iron Moth, which is pretty incredible. So, that's it. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and/or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. So, that's it, and we'll see you next time.